Hi YouTube. It's Friday night and I'm bored, so I'm making a video. The last video that I made, I mentioned something about a social life, but yet, like I said, it's Friday night, I'm home and I'm bored. So with that social life, when I came back from camp, I'd say 2, maybe 3 weeks after I came home, I had a phone call from, not exactly an ex, but a guy. And we had a history. We weren't really dating. Our relationship is very odd. We slept with each other once. At least he wanted to sleep again with each other. And I know I'm giving too much information, but I'm bored and I have a big mouth and I haven't learned my lesson. So enjoy the show. Yeah, so he called me and I always feel like all he calls me for is sex. So I always get an attitude with him and I just don't want to deal with him. Told him straight off the bat, look, I'm not looking for sex. After this whole stalker situation, I need to take my time with people. We need to be friends first and all that good stuff. So he's still calling. He's accepted the whole friendship thing, even though he doesn't believe that girls and guys can be platonic. But with him accepting the friendship thing, I think I'm starting to change my mind. But we've been talking on the phone, if not every day, every other day. So I don't know about him. But in addition to him, and even more interesting but no longer noteworthy, this other guy, he was a pass. I don't know if this happens in every relationship. It hasn't happened in any of mine except in my head. But you always have that one person that if they pop up in your life, all rules go out the window and you'll sleep with each other or you'll date each other, whatever. But he popped back in my life after leaving me to be with someone that he supposedly knocked up. Come to find out, he just found out that the baby wasn't his. He actually sent me a letter telling me the baby wasn't his. Please forgive me, Tasha. Take me back. I love you. And that's basically all the note said, with his phone number and call me, which was strange because I usually don't open mail unless it's a bill, of course. I'm very responsible, but I usually don't open mail. And coming from him, I should be pissed off and didn't want to call. And in a way, I didn't want to call, but I was curious. So I called him and found out. He told me straight up, this is what happened. I got tested, the baby got tested, it's not mine, we're going to court and all that messy stuff. So yeah, so we talked for a while and I gave him the same rundown. I was like, look, I'm not looking for sex right now. I don't even think I'm looking for anything serious. We can hang out, we could be friends, we can get to know each other all over again. I definitely had trust issues with him and I told him straight up, there's no reason for me to trust you. You're a hoe, and he is a hoe. But yeah, if you want to be with me, it's only me and I need to feel that. And he went for it. I was so shocked that when he said, okay, let's do it, I was like, what, huh? But he went for it. And we were talking for a while and that just didn't work out. We had nothing in common and he had no ambition. And I think with the whole situation with this child, he lost what little ambition he had left. So I asked him straight out, what do we have in common? And this boy said a couple of things that weren't really significant. Like, we used to work at the same place, and our families don't understand us or some bullshit like that, excuse me. But what hit me hard was we're both nobodies. Yeah, that took me back just like that. What? Huh? First of all, I'm not a nobody. I'm doing things with my life, or at least I'm trying to, and I have ambition and I have drive. You, on the other hand, you may be a nobody, but you're not supposed to admit that shit. You're not supposed to think of yourself as a nobody. So you just admitting right there that you're a nobody, why would I want to be with you? So just off of that, I just started to pull away. And one day I was telling him about a book I was reading, and he just completely disrespected me for reading it, and I just hung up on the phone on him. A week later, he sends me a text saying this relationship is whack, and basically just cut all ties. I tried to call him back to argue. I tried texting him to tell him whatever, but in the end, it wasn't worth the words. So he said he's letting go. I said I'll let go. Haven't heard from him since. Every once in a while, I'll think about him because we had a history. We were on and off for about a decade. Like, that's my 20s. So, yeah, and I have to admit, the sex was good. The sex was great. And whoever was in my life, like, personally and relationship-wise, I knew that it would never work out between us, because whoever was in my life, he never measured up to them, but I always went back to him. Yeah, it was a lost cause. But you know what it feels like? It feels like that Beyonce song, The Best Thing I Never Had, or something like that. Because if he hadn't shown his ass and blew it, I would still be with him. So everything happens for a reason. Just like the whole stalker thing. If I hadn't have failed my NCLEX the first time around, I would have still been with the stalker. There would have been no stalker videos. There would have been no stalker updates. And yeah, everything happens for a reason. So I think I'm done venting now that I wasted enough of your time. So I actually gotta go find something to do in my real life. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.